Welcome. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed. Share the channel with your friends and family. Today, we want to talk about work ethics. Work ethics, how you work. The difference between the poor and the rich is in their work ethics. The difference between the most productive and the one that is lazy is the understanding of work ethics. Your work ethics, they define who you are. You know, wherever that you have worked, your previous work that you had, wherever that you are in terms of your career, your professional life, with your business, they largely reflect your work ethics, how you work, the productivity that you get out of your life, out of your work, out of your profession is mainly your understanding of what they call work ethics, your productivity. You know, being able to work on time, being able to be dependent on, being able to give feedback, being able to get the work done. Can you be counted on to get the work done? Most successful people have top level work ethics. You can depend on them to get the results. You can depend on them to get the work done. You can depend on them to deliver. That's why they continue to progress. And the other ones who are struggling, especially some people, they work, you know, they have work that they do, but their supervisor, their manager cannot depend on them. If you ask them to do anything, they do it the time they want to do it. They do it when they are comfortable, and even if when they want to do it, they do it, you know, and they are talking under their nose. You know, you tell them to do something. If your manager or your boss is not comfortable giving you a lot of work, is not comfortable calling you in what they call odd hours, it means that your work ethics may not be so much up, and that will reflect why a lot of the times most people don't progress in their life, especially in their profession and in their career. Some people can play politics to get ahead, but most people will be promoted because of how diligently they do their work, how productively they deliver, how results oriented that they are. You know, so if you want to work on your work ethics, it means that you stay within the rules, you stay within the codes of the company. You know, you're honest, you're straightforward. You are not the one trying to look for information so that you can use it against the company that you work for. You're not the one trying to, you know, every trivial information they can ask you. You gossip everywhere. When the work is there, you take two. When you come, let's say the work starts 7 o'clock, you come 7:30, and when you come, you go and you go to buy banku, you know, another 30 minutes, and when you come, you rest before you start work. And you are the first one to put your clothes down, or to put your pen or whatever that you use to work and go home. You're supposed to close 5, but by 4:30, you start to get ready to go home. It means that you don't have good work ethics, and that means that people you work with, they're always steady, they always look around, they're always looking. They may not tell you, but those who have top level work ethics, top notch as they call them, are the ones that they always give a lot of work to. They are comfortable calling them. They will show them things. Some people have worked in places, they say, oh, I've worked here for 10 years, but how much productivity did you bring there? So know that there is something called work ethics, and that is what separates you from everybody else. Most people would want to say that, oh, one day I would want to start my business. If your work ethics are out of, you know, if you don't have good work ethics, don't go and start any business, because there is no rest. You work 24 hours if you don't know. And nobody is responsible for the mess. You are responsible for the mess. People you can't say that I'm bringing the product 9 o'clock, and 9 o'clock you're giving excuses. Product at 9 o'clock, they have to call you to find out if you're coming or you're not coming. No, you are always proactive. That means that you have great work ethics. It means that you can hold yourself responsible. You don't need somebody to remind you to do that which you have to do, and you are the one always asking for more to do. You know, you work extra hours, you put in more, you can be dependent upon, you are results oriented. You don't just show up for the salary. Most people go to work, and the only reason they came to work is because they are expecting to be paid at the end of the month. They really don't care what comes in. So long as it's the end of the month, they are waiting for their salary. And most people with bad work ethics are the ones who are always looking up to the salary. The only reason they come to work is so that they can be paid. but they don't really care about how much they have done for them to get paid, and so if you're not concerned about how much you have done for you to be paid, it means that you don't have good work ethics. It means that you're just thinking of yourself, and eventually if the business doesn't go well, or if anything happens to the business, you are the first person that they will sack. Why? Because you are not bringing value, you're not adding anything, you're just there and you're just being paid. And most people with bad work ethics, this is how they think, and they are the ones always compromising on the values of the company. They don't stay with it, so they are always procrastinating, good English word, and they never, you can't count on them to be on time. No, you can't count on them to be on time, and they will always try to give you different information from what you're supposed to hear, because they are just protecting only their interest, And if you test them with money, most people with bad work ethics will fail with the money. And when you really need something to be done on time, urgently, you can't count on them. It means that they don't have good work ethics. The other ones with good work ethics are very thankful for the work that they have. They do more. They're not complaining. They are not thanking God that it's Friday. They are not happy it's Friday, so that Saturday they are not going to work. No. People with great work ethics, every day they are working, because your greatness is in how you work. That's it. Even if you become the president of our country, your work ethics will define. You will see it in the results that you're getting for the country, But if you don't have great work ethics, really does not matter what position they give you, you still will mess up. So somebody can be a cleaner, somebody can be something that people don't even have much respect for. But because they have great work ethics, they begin there, and tomorrow you see them in a whole different position. Because your work ethics, it does not matter where you begin. If you have great work ethics, you always prosper, you always do well, you always be more than those who don't have those kind of work ethics that you have. So it's very key that you develop this, and anybody at all, anybody. So long as you're a human being and you are determined to do better with your life, you're determined to get to the next stage of your life, what will take you there is your great work ethics. If you can you be trusted? Can you be dependent on? Can you be trusted to deliver? Are you thankful for the work that you have? Are you wasting time when you go to work? Do you waste time, or you are getting more done? Great work ethics will make sure that everybody is accomplishing 3 in an hour, and you're accomplishing more than 3 in an hour. When everybody is crying and everybody is weeping and everybody is talking negatively about the job, you with great ethics, and it's infectious. It's infectious. If you have ever worked in any company, or even if you work in any company, if you want to get ahead, make sure you connect with the ones who have great work ethics. That's how you get ahead in life. If you want to get ahead in anything, get to those who have great work ethics. Befriend them. Look at their routine. Look at how they think. Look at how they get results, because those are the people that your future is in your work ethics. Your future, the future that you're looking for. Maybe you are 20 years now. You think that by the time that you're 40, you should be successful. Look at how you work. It's as simple as that. If you're a student, if you're going to do well in your exam, it's the work ethics. If you're a student, your work is studying. They paid your school fees so that you get good results. The time that people are behind their books, you are somewhere sleeping, or you're watching a movie. It means that you have bad work ethics. If you're a professor, your work is to teach and make sure that your students get the right kind of information. If you're a business person, it's the same. You can be trusted. You don't give excuses. Don't say that, I forgot, I'm even tired. People who are always trying to, when there is work, you see them yawning. When there is work, you see them complaining. They change their face. When they show them to go and do something at home, you see that they always, they never. But when there is food, you see them very happy. When there is money, you see them very happy. But when there is work, they change their demeanor. They have bad work ethics, and that will affect their performance in life, their performance in the job place, their performance anywhere that they show up. So when there is work, that's not the time to weep. That's not the time to be sober. That's not the time to make people feel like, that's the time that you're saying, I'm sick. I have some headache. Today I can't come. And some people, any little thing, they want to call for day off. I can't come, I'm going to my doctor. And then they will find a way to go, they'll always find a way to get a doctor's report as to why they don't have to work, as to why they have to rest, you know, and they have to take rest. Those are the people who are telling you, you know, we will leave everything here, so why are you killing yourself? You know, of course, nobody came with anything, but in between, what you do is the difference between you and the others. The difference between you and the others is what you do. It's not so much that you leave nothing here. No, they told us that God will judge us, and He's going to judge us by the work that we do while we are alive. You know, so it's important you do good work. And if you don't have great work ethics, you don't say that, oh, we all came here with nothing and we go with nothing. No, in between, what you do, in between the womb and the tomb, what you do is critical to how you're going to be judged in the afterlife. So work ethics is very much critical. How you work. If you have a company and the people in the company have great work ethics, the company will do well. If you have a family and the people in the family have great work ethics, they will do well. If you have a country and the work ethics of the people in the country top, the country will do well. The country will do well. You know, so it's important that you work on your work ethics if you want to do well. And it's something that all of us can develop. It's something that you just have to be conscious that my greatness is in my work ethics. And if you meet any top executive, if you meet any top business person, if you meet any top person in any field, it's because they have great work ethics. That's why they are there. And you can see that. You get close to them. You see how much time they have for the work they do, where they eat, what they read, where they rest, what they think about, how they treat people, how they negotiate with people, how they even talk about the people they work with, how they talk about the company that they work with. All these, study them. Anywhere that you go, great ones, not the ones that, you know, positions were compromised for them. I'm talking of those that rose through the ranks and became so great. Look at them; they are exceptional because they have great work ethics. You know, so and these people, there are some things that you can always see about them. I talk about it. The time they come to work, the time they close, you can always see it. They talk good about the work. They are thankful for the work, you know, and they want others to do well. They'll always talk people to do well, to go the extra mile. You can always be sure that they are not the ones telling you, I can't do it, you know. Even if they don't know it, they will tell you, oh, just boss, just give me time. I'll get back to you, you know. And they always get back with better results. Why? Because it's in their nature. They have developed it. They have carved it. They have trained it. They have developed. They have become better. Because that is addictive. It's something that you develop. You become better at. So if you want to do well, look at your work ethics. If you're lazy, challenge yourself. If you're lazy, challenge yourself. Life is not just about fun and entertainment. You just have to have, even those entertainments, you know, entertainers, those in entertainment, the ones that you hear about, they work a lot. They are always at the recording studio, you know. They are always thinking about a new song. They are always behind their keyboard. They are always behind their computer making beats. Sportsmen is the same. Everybody else is resting. They are on the road jogging. They are training. That's why they deliver. So your work ethics is actually how you get results. The best in everything is because they have great work ethics. Anybody in any level, all of us can pick ourselves from nothing if you have great work ethics. All of us can pick ourselves from nothing if you have great work ethics. You know, you are complaining that the business is not working. Look at how you work. Look at how diligently you work. And work ethics does not mean that you just show up. You show up with some plan. You show up with some strategy. You are focusing on getting the goals, reaching the goals. You are focused on getting the work done. You are focused on delivering. And it really does not matter the oppositions and the distractions that come between you and the vision that you have. You still want to get the work done. You still want to get the results. Great work ethics is what separates everybody, you know, the rest from everybody. Why? Because then they focus on getting the work done. So work ethics is very important that you develop them. So I want to thank you very much for taking your time